All right, well, welcome. This month's session of the AI and EdTech MasterMind for Charter Schools is focused on our cross-school app mapping project and the shared insights that can help make us help us all make better tech decisions in all of the key categories that our schools use for software and applications. So I'm going to introduce you to all of the pieces here. We'll go ahead and do a walkthrough of the elements and then some recommendations on how and where you get started. The URL here is portal.rb-com, and when you arrive here, you'll see this overview video here that we're recording presently, and some short insights on what all is included and who this free community is for. So we really need all the different types of partners and elements here to make this the best platform it can be. So whether you're a charter school leader, an IT director, a school admin, teacher, an association for our charter schools, or a vendor or partner, you've got a home and a place here. As soon as any individual from an organization registers for the portal, then if we don't already have your company record enriched, we'll go ahead and make sure we've got your logo and the rest of that. And you'll show up here and we'll link back to your site. So the first thing to do is to register for free access. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. You'll notice that as I start typing my email, everything to the right of the shows down in this school organization domain. So keep that auto-populated result and make sure that you use your organization email only, because that's going to tie you to your school and organization in the system. Select your organization role. You can select any of these roles for a school, or if you are a vendor or an association, you can choose one of these. It's the best fit. Now, the only role or type that has direct access to the EdTech Library for being able to edit and update the EdTech profile for your organization and contribute to the library is the IT director or technology coordinator. So if that's you, make sure that you select that role so that you have access to the full menu. After that, you'll submit. You will be redirected to login, and you can check your inbox for your password creation email, or you can use the forgot password link on the login page to get yourself in. I'm already logged in, so I'm going to go ahead and click on login. And when you first come to the home page, you will see all of the blocks to the different parts of the portal that are relevant to your role. So everybody has access to the mastermind sessions. We'll check that out next. Everyone has access to the forum, and then the EdTech Profile and EdTech Library are specific to the IT directors. However, we are training our AI chatbot on the EdTech Library as well as the forum. So you'll be able to access all of those insights via the chatbot in the forum, regardless of what type of user you are. Projects are if you are an R&B customer and have any open projects. We run a lot of those intakes through the portal as well. And so we've essentially expanded that to include these additional dynamics for our charter schools. So let's go ahead and start at the top. This will bring you back to the home page, Mastermind. All right, so the first area is the Mastermind sessions, and that's a one-click to register. So once you're logged in, you can just click to register, and that will automatically add the notifications for the next section, and you can add the event to your calendar. Down here, you can watch any previous session replays. So this session will show up there. That's on our YouTube playlist. The next area that we can get into is the forum. And the forum has our home with our getting started and featured posts. The mastermind has various categories for the AI and tech tools, EdTech tools. So you can have any discussions around any specific AI applications or EdTech applications. or any discussions around uses of those tools, getting sentiment, getting feedback, and the rest. You can also update us on any events or announcements that can be broad to the entire charter school community or things specific to AI and EdTech. We have a general discussion area. We have our platform requests, so anything that you'd like to see added or improved within the portal, go ahead and add posts there. And then we also have the use case library. So this is a great place to share and show off anything cool that you're doing at your school, in your organization, if you're a vendor, any unique AI applications that your platform helps enable. Those are all great to put in the use case library. This section here is specifically for your organization. So you have a private forum area where you can have an all-team discussion, admin circle, IT and operations, and your teacher lounge. And again, that's why it's important that you're associated with your school so that you'll have access to all of the forum posts that are specific to your organization. And you can run operations plans there. You can discuss things internally that will only be accessible to your school or organization. This area here is for the user area, and you'll be able to update your notification settings for any of the posts that you are following that are your posts. And then you'll also have any posts that you've saved by clicking the star reaction on any post. You can also see posts that you've upvoted and how many upvotes those have. You'll also see your comments down here. This will show once you have some comments. Right here, you can add a new post. So you'll select your post category. Make sure that you've got the right category so it shows up in the right area. Just give it a post title and post content. This is a rich text block, so you can add links and bullets, and you can modify that text in any number of ways. And then go ahead and click Publish Post. The next area to show everyone would be the account. So once you've logged in, you've got an account, go ahead and add a profile image. We don't have an area right now where we're using that, but I'm sure we'll come up with some creative ways to do that. And that will personalize your account a little bit more. You can update your name, email, school role, or your image right here. And then now let's move on to the tools that are specific for the IT directors to build out their school's profiles and library. So first off, the EdTech Library. This is an aggregate resource of all of our schools' applications that they're using in each of these categories. So there's tons of software and tons of applications that it takes to really run a school. And these are the top line categories. So we've got our overall business schools, communication and outreach, and so on. And then all of the subcategories. And so we're seeding this right now with schools applications. That's why it's essential that we have some relationships with IT directors so that we can use our spreadsheet and build these out. You can also add a one-off application here by adding an application. It will bring you down here. Just add the application name, and then we will add the vendor logo, the description, and the URL for that solution. Now, the next thing that's really great about this is that you can click on any individual solution. Let's look at our all-in-one CRM right now. And you'll see not only the vendor, and you can click out to the vendor, but you'll also get a description of that solution. You'll see what category and subcategory it's a part of, as well as the individual name of it. You can show the love by clicking here. And then you can click to get started, whatever the call to action is for that application, oftentimes just a website or a sales page like that. But this is the really powerful part, is you can see which other organizations in our network are already using that solution. So if you know someone at Connecting Waters and you want to have a discussion about a new SIS, for example, then you'll know who to reach out to. Now within the library, as an IT director, you can also just click the checkbox, the plus to a check, on any applications that your school is already using. So if we already have it in here, that's great. You can search the library. Again, you can filter it down and you can go through that systematically. But as we're seeding this initially, I think it'll be easier to use the spreadsheet. You can also click the star icon and that will add it to the watch list in your profile, and we'll look at that next. For now, let me take you back to the forum. And in the forum here, we have this post, IT directors complete your EdTech profile and add new apps to the library. This has instructions, and there are 3 different ways that you can help us seed the EdTech library with your applications. You can schedule a technology review meeting with me. That's great. We can go ahead and just do that, get that done together. You can use this spreadsheet that I've created with all of the application categories and subcategories. You just make a copy of that, fill out your applications, then when it'll be editable at that point, and then send that on back to me, and we'll go ahead and populate that with any of your new applications, and we'll add any existing applications for your school. And then finally, this will, I think, be more relevant over time, as you can go to the EdTech library directly and just start clicking the pluses and then adding one-off applications if there are just a few missing that your school uses that are not yet in the library. Now, one of the other really great things about, again, this forum and the library is that the more developed these get, the more our AI chatbot will have to train on, and the more valuable the business and application insights will be. So you'll be able to have a conversational chat with the AI chatbot, asking any sorts of business problems that you're trying to address currently, and it will be able to feed you back with very targeted data from our EdTech library, our community, and the forum. So versus the EdTech Index, which we tried to train on first, we were blocked from being able to get a lot of the solutions. But also the EdTech Index, we noticed, was spread out across the country, all different school types. And so really just not as targeted and focused a library as we want to have for our California charter school community. And maybe we branch out to other states at some point, but for now, we're really just focused on our California charter schools and then the associations and the vendors that serve our communities here. So next is the EdTech Profile. This is specific to your school or your organization. So it will populate with your logo. It'll have your school's name here. It's the EdTech Profile, and you can jump around to different areas. So the biggest section here is your school's application stack, again, organized by the top level categories. So you'll see all of the applications that you're using in this area. And again, you can click out for more details on them. You can click the heart icon reaction here to indicate applications that you particularly love. And then down below here, we have the application watch list. So again, if you're considering an application in a new category, you can add that here and keep track of applications that are of interest to you that you want to revisit or check out down the road. To remove those from the watch list, you'll just click the star and that will update and take that off for you. And then finally, down here in the technology priorities, this is something that we do with our quarterly technology review meetings with schools and IT directors that we're working with directly. This gives us a chance to just have a focused conversation around your core tech, your productivity, and your marketing. And using 3 frameworks that we use for those areas, we can help you clarify what your main areas of interest are for this quarter, any areas where we can offer you support, and so on. So for your core tech, we'd be looking, at your critical core, your infrastructure, and your process, and you can detail out goals there. Productivity is focused on your development, your integrations, and your automations, and you can clarify just these are like high-level goals that you want to get done for this quarter in each of these areas. Then when we come back and meet a quarter or 2 or 3 down the road, we'll have those to follow up on and check in. And we always get a lot of great insights and provide a lot of value to our IT director partners going through this process. So that's why it's preferred to schedule. And then with your marketing, we look at foundation, active search, and passive prospects. Again, bring in anyone from your team that you want for those meetings that would be relevant for those parts of the discussion. This button here is to schedule your free quarterly technology review. That will go to our calendar, and you can book any time that works well for you there. All right, so we covered the home area, we covered the mastermind sessions with the one-click registration and the replays. We talked now about the EdTech Profile and the relationship to the EdTech Library and how we're seeding the library with all of the applications and the deep dives that you can do into seeing usage and sentiment about all of those applications through the forum and the library and the AI chatbot, which we'll be building once we have enough content here to do that. We talked about the forum and all the great ways to use that. And projects, again, is just for R&B customers. So that'll only show up if we're actively working on a website or a chatbot with you or an intent to enroll or any other solution like that. We covered account and how to update and personalize that. Support, as you would expect, is a simple area where you can send us a quick message if you need help with anything. RB Schools portal will link out to our custom software applications. Right now, it just goes to our RB Schools site, and then, of course, you can sign out. So I think that's a wrap. This is a really great concept that's come out of the AI and EdTech MasterMind sessions so far. We have conferences that we're getting into, and we'll continue to grow this community and build awareness about this. So for now, the best thing to do is to make sure that you are registered, that you're coming to the sessions, that you are engaged and adding content to the forum, adding applications to the library, so that we'll make this resource as valuable as possible for everyone. All right, thanks so much, and we'll catch you next month at the next AI and EdTech Mastermind session. Topic TBD.